Officer Albergo is on modified assignment. He was treated for trauma after the shooting. The case is expected to go to a grand jury.
It was a violent family argument in which his son allegedly slashed his mother's throat and shot his father. And part of it is recorded on a police 911 emergency tape in Florida. Police in St. Petersburg arrested 26-year-old Jonathan Amos and an accomplice. They are charged with stabbing Amos's mother to death and shooting his father in the family home. The father, Charles Amos, called 911 just seconds after he was shot, after his son allegedly said, quote, "There, that'll take care of both of you." Here's what came next.
Oh, I can't believe it. God. Oh, my stomach is hurting like hell. Go ahead, back it up. Relax, sir. Back it up, sir. Keep your arms, relax, be calm. That's okay. Break the bed.
Tonight, police say a dispute over money led to the violent attack.
Hundreds of rush hour commuters were delayed getting home tonight when a fire disrupted subway service on the Lexington line. The problem was inside the Brooklyn Bridge station. At about 5:45, the third rail caught fire, sending smoke throughout the station. 13 people were reported injured, all suffering from smoke inhalation. At least one train was trapped between the stations. Power was restored to most of the system about an hour later.
Mayor Dinkins' new budget proposal is one that has many taxpayers groaning. The plan calls for $500 million in new taxes. There are also service cuts. Mayor Dinkins says the budget gap for the current fiscal year is $445 million and $1 billion for fiscal 1991. Gay Pressman heard the details of the plan.
Times are hard, the mayor said, and he wants to be tough but fair. As he presented his $27.8 billion budget plan in the Blue Room at City Hall, the mayor warned if the sacrifices weren't made now, far greater pain and deeper cuts would be necessary in the future. Among the service reductions outlined by Budget Director Philip Michael were eliminating the neighborhood intensive cleaning program, delaying the hiring of 2,700 additional police officers until 1991, reduce spending on libraries and cultural institutions. Dinkins showed a touch of anger when a reporter asked whether it wasn't foolish to cut police officers when deeper reductions could be made in social programs.
It's not a foolish choice. You know, some of the work that the police do is because we have failed in so many other ways. Perhaps if we educated our children better, if we provided opportunity and jobs, the police might have less work to do. It is a mistake, with respect, to suggest that the way to handle things is to make sure we have plenty of cops and cut out all other services. I reject that notion.
To balance the budget, Dinkins also proposed $550 million in new taxes, including levies on real estate, $33 on an average homeowner's bill, a 3-year temporary surcharge on the income tax, an 8-cent a gallon tax on gasoline, a mortgage recording tax on co-ops. You're not ruling out tax increases, property tax and other taxes.
We've never said read our lips there won't be a tax. We'll do whatever has to be done to make sure that essential services are maintained in the city and that the city maintains a sound fiscal policy. But taxes are the last alternative.
Dinkins and Vallone will make a pilgrimage to Albany next week. The chances are that in a state election year, neither the governor nor the legislature will be enthusiastic about tax increases. Gay Pressman, News 4, New York.
The City Council can increase the real estate tax without state consent, but Albany has to approve the rest of the mayor's tax proposals.
Up next, it's a wrap for the prosecution in the Gotti case.
And Dear Leona, fan mail to the woman New Yorkers love to hate.
Tonight, News 4 New York is sponsored by NYNEX and by GE.
Out in the Mojave, at 110 degrees, nobody thinks about NYNEX computer software and how NYNEX Field Watch helps Pepsi keep all 70,000 of their vending machines up and working. Nobody has to think about it.
The Proctor National Bank is closed for the holiday.
You have reached Lucci Plumbing. I am in disposed at the moment.
Ever try to get help on a holiday or a weekend? It's nearly impossible, unless you're calling one very special number.
GE Answer Center may help you.
24 hours a day, even holidays, GE's Answer Center is there. Whether you're thinking of buying a GE appliance or already own one.
With marbles in the eye.
It never closes.
May the road rise to meet you. May the sun shine warm upon your face. May the wind be always at your back. But when it's miserable and you're trying to get someplace looking like $1,000,000, may you be going in a very dressy V6 four-wheel drive Mitsubishi Montero.
You could save up to $1,500 at your Tri-State Mitsubishi Motors dealer today.
Hi, I'm Governor Mario Cuomo. New York seniors can save on prescription drug costs with Epic. To learn more, call 1-800-332-EPIC.
The prosecution in the John Gotti trial rested its case today. The reputed Gambino chief is accused of having a former official of a carpenters union shot. It's alleged the Westies gang did the shooting. The gang was the focus of today's piece of evidence.
Before prosecutors rested in the case where John Gotti is charged with ordering the shooting of a union leader, they played a final tape. The tape was made by Mickey Featherstone, a turncoat member of the Westies, a Hell's Kitchen gang. The tape also has the voices of 2 other Westies who came to visit Featherstone at Rikers Island Prison. First on the tape, they talk about a gangster who is supposed to work for John Gotti. Then they talked about the shooting of union boss John O'Connor, allegedly carried out by the Westies for Gotti. The tape is very hard to hear, but jurors followed it with a transcript. But then Gotti's lawyers introduced another transcript, a transcript of the same tape that was used in the earlier federal trial of the Westies gang. As Judge Edward McLaughlin read the first transcript into the record, it became clear that names appeared on the version prepared for the district attorney's office in this trial that were not in the first transcript.
What does it mean? John, the most important thing that the jury was able to see is they changed transcripts from day to day, case to case, defendant to defendant.
Gotti's defense will continue tomorrow, and then lawyers for both sides will sum up on Monday. John Miller, News 4, New York.
The judge explains the law to the sequestered jury Tuesday. The panel begins deliberations after that.
South African President F.W. de Klerk is expected to make major announcements when he addresses a new session of Parliament tomorrow. And the big rumor is that he'll deal with the release of Nelson Mandela. Mandela spent more than 27 years in prison for his role in planning the guerrilla campaign of the African National Congress. De Klerk's office says a rumored meeting with Mandela did not happen today. President Bush says he'll invite Mandela and de Klerk to the White House if Mandela is freed. The visits would be separate.
The publicity doesn't say so, but there are people who admire Leona Helmsley. The tarnished hotel queen got bundles of favorable mail during her tax fraud trial. Perry Peltz has a special report.
The New York Times called Leona Helmsley the Lady Macbeth of the lodging industry. Former Mayor Ed Koch said she was the Wicked Witch of the West, and real estate czar Donald Trump characterized the 69-year-old Helmsley as a disgrace to humanity. In sum, Leona Helmsley became the woman everyone loves to hate. Well, not quite everyone. Since her trial, Helmsley has received thousands of letters, cards, mailograms, and telegrams. She says the vast majority of them are supportive. Their postmarks are from all over the world and from right around the corner. This letter is from Kansas City in, as the letterhead reads, the United States of America. The writer, a woman, believes Helmsley's problems stem from her gender. She says, quote, "I admire your serious, formal, stern approach. I can imagine how far you would go in New York City if you were a doormat made of marshmallow, and being a woman." In Providence, Rhode Island, another woman writer agrees, quote, "If you were a man, I doubt this would be an issue." And the writer continues, quote, "Most people, including myself, are quite envious. Unfortunately, envy can turn ugly in some people." There's a new addition to Leona Helmsley's legal team. Harvard University professor Alan Dershowitz will be handling Helmsley's appeal. And he says Helmsley was simply treated unfairly, not only by the legal system, but by the media as well.
I don't blame the media, by the way. The media has its job to do. I blame the legal system for not having sufficiently protected her from the media influence in this case.
If Leona Helmsley's appeal fails, she would be eligible for parole after 16 months. Perry Peltz, News 4, New York.
The convicted Helmsley is free on bail pending appeal.
Well, it's Len's turn at bat when we come back.
Yes, it's that time again. He will take us on a wild and wacky spin through the world of sports. Up next.
You may buy an extended warranty from your dealer, but you don't have to go back there if you've got transmission trouble. Your local AMCO center is authorized to do the work. Why? They've got a lot at stake, and they know that half the cars serviced by AMCO wind up not needing a new transmission. Whether or not your car has an extended warranty, for prompt, reliable service, go where most warranty companies put their trust. Go to AMCO. AMCO, AA-MCO.
I call the line. We call the line. I call the line.
The originator of voice personal ads since 1987. Call 1-900-999-5100. Thousands of men and women call every day. It's easy to find that special someone with the introphone. So why be alone? Pick up the phone and dial 1-900-999-5100. Only 95 cents a minute, $1.90 the first minute. Call now.
Want to sell your home without paying a commission? Call us. We're the Real Estate Buyers Network. For one low fee, our computers will match your home to the right buyers until it's sold. And the best part is, there are no other costs and absolutely no commission. If you're a buyer, you'll receive lists of homes that meet your exact needs. So call today and join the thousands of sellers and buyers using our service, the Real Estate Buyers Network. We find the buyers, you keep the commission.
How far do you have to go for a fixed-rate second mortgage loan? Not far. It's as close as the Money Store's local toll-free number. 1-800-LOAN-YES. You're just a phone call away from low fixed rates and quick approval. And after closing, you've got 2 weeks to change your mind for any reason. Guaranteed? That's right. Just return the money and the deal is off. At no cost to you. Call from anywhere for details about our money-back guarantee. Dial 1-800-LOAN-YES.
I'm Jean Simpson. For years, my books and I have been helping you understand yourself and how the stars can influence your daily life. Call me now at 1-900-909-ALL-9s to discover the impact the stars may have on your life. That's 1-900-909-ALL-9s. Daily messages on love, career, and money.
Also, especially for you, discover how Jean can provide you with a personalized analysis of your name and birth date. Call now 1-900-909-9999. $2 first minute, 45 cents each additional if under 18. Get your parents' permission.
This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
The Knicks have not had a good run lately. Let's find out about tonight. Len?
Well, back home, the Knicks beat Sacramento at the Garden. The final was 96-89. And the Kings in blue, with 2 road wins all year, they trailed by 12 the third quarter. Local kids, Kenny Smith to Rodney McRae, and the Kings actually took the lead in the third quarter. But the Knicks' big advantage was at center, and Patrick Ewing capitalized on it. He had 31 points as the Knicks struggled, but beat the lowly Kings by 7. A swell time was had by all as the Knicks regained first place. Oh, the Nets are in Denver tonight, and it's always fun to watch the Nets in pitched battle, particularly when they're trying to break a 6-game losing streak. This action was in the second quarter. I know my sports fantasy is to spend $20 or more for an NBA game and spend 10 minutes watching a couple of guys try to figure out how to string a net. But then again, these are the same people who root for the Broncos. Denver leads by 11 in the third quarter, and they finally fixed it. Way to go, guys. Houston beat Chicago, Milwaukee beat Orlando, and Phoenix leads Atlanta. In hockey, the local teams are off tonight, but in Philadelphia, the prettiest play by Ilka Sinisalo near side. He stops the pass with his glove, lays it on the ice, puts it on his backhand and all that, and he still scores it, and that was the winning shot against Hartford. So Philadelphia wins it, Montreal beat Boston, Vancouver leads Calgary. You will not see Jimmy Connors play Wimbledon again. He and Chris Everett are joining NBC Sports as commentators. And Wimbledon, being Wimbledon, you cannot announce on TV and play in the same tournament. And so exits one of the favorites that Americans like to watch.
Is there some kind of sadness or summary that, gee, your Wimbledon career is over?
I guess I've given it everything I've had in the past. I was successful a couple of times, and
not quite so successful in others. But I think the way that I went out there and I played and gave it everything I had every time is something that I can look back on now and say that I really have no regrets.
You won it twice. Jets general manager Dick Steinberg met with 49ers offensive coordinator Mike Holmgren today about the Jets coaching job. They said they'll probably talk again. And baseball owners said if there's no agreement with the players, there is no spring training. We have 2 weeks to sweat it out. So, what were the top sports stories the last couple of months?
Gosh, I don't know.
Let's go spanning the world.
It's spanning the world.
Look out. All right. Play ball. Here you go at the Garden. Look out. Get out of the way. Too late. 11-year-old Mark Goldsmith outside Chicago absolutely wins the game for his Pee-wee team. Here's the race of the month. It was in the snow at the Meadowlands.
The teller timer is running. They must be off.
Sure must be.
Somebody went the first quarter in 22-4.
I bet on that horse. When the mic works, but the mouth doesn't.
I meant to put my beanbag down and start the spot of the phone.
5 yards. Our announcer of the month is Pat Murphy in West Palm, Florida. He had laryngitis.
For the first time in the school's history, Colorado was #1 in the nation in college football. Unbeaten Buffaloes will meet Notre Dame in the Orange Bowl.
The show must go on. Some more candidates for laryngitis. This is the annual yelling contest in Japan. He is the winner. The translation is they do not give enough time to sports and weather on News 4 New York.
Yeah.
And NBC's golf coverage is much improved.
So right now, let's go to Dave Fox on 10.
Thank you, Bill. It's Orville Moody now, up, going for Hoagie. He's got it. Orville Moody.
That's Al's kind of golfer, right? Our stars of the month. John McEnroe is down in Dallas, so here comes Andre the Giant Agassi to help. And instead, it's 1, 2, 3. That's it. Pinned. It's over. Thank you, Andre. Eddie Winky crashing his airplane from the roof of the Astrodome. And our favorite is the Tree Chester in Denver.
If you don't shake a tree.
Tune in next time for Spanning the World. If there is a next time, I'm Don Pardo.
It's been a tough month for Denver. That's sports. Back to you.
Thanks, Len. Weather takes a bit of a walk on the wet side. Al's forecast is straight ahead.
And get ready for mommy aerobics. Up next.
This is Mario Cuomo. If there's a racial problem in your area, please call New York State's new toll-free hotline so that you can stop it before it can explode.
Real confessions, real confessions, real confessions.
Tell me more.
Real confessions. Now hear confessions left by real people and find out how to share your confession. Real confessions.
Meeting him was like...
Real confessions. Discover what they really think, what they really do. Real confessions. Call now. Dial 1-900-990-8900. Just $2 first minute, $1 each additional. Adults only.
Wall Furniture Outlets, WFO.
If you're looking at price, look at WFO. Wall Furniture Outlets. Every wall unit, bookcase, and entertainment has this price tag with our lowest price everyday guarantee right on it. Shop with confidence. Shop WFO, Wall Furniture Outlets. We make the most of your walls every day.
Wall Furniture Outlets. Wall Furniture Outlets.
Trouble with most fixed-rate mortgages is you apply and get your rate, then rates drop. And for the long term, you're sunk.
First Fidelity.
They call us the mature market. Everybody wants our money. But I tell you, they're not getting mine unless I get something for it.
First Fidelity.
Who could ask for anything more?
Ask him if it has a 5-speed transmission like Isuzu.
Does it have a 5-speed transmission?
Well, I'm going to check on that.
Ask him if it has a bigger payload than Isuzu.
Ignore him?
4-meter mileage.
Does it?
Not exactly. No!
Ask him why it costs hundreds more than Isuzu.
Now, Isuzu's Sail into the 90s Factory Cash could save you up to $1,200 on a pickup.
Tonight, the weather report is sponsored by your Isuzu dealers.
Mayor Dinkins kicked off Black History Month here in the city tonight. The mayor hosted a private photo exhibit put together by a variety of sources, including the Schaumburg Center for Research in Black Culture and NASA. It's a tribute to black pilots, engineers, scientists, technicians, and administrators who've contributed to America's space program. Black Visions 90 will be open to the public through the end of the month. It's at the Tweed Gallery on Chambers Street. And now it's time for the weather, and we have some foul weather coming in, eh?
It looks that way, and it looks like it's going to stay that way right on into the weekend. Let's go outside as we get ready for Groundhog's Day. And Mike Heron and John LaCrosse getting our video for us. Nice, quiet night out there tonight, but boy, we got some changes coming. Check out the statistics on the day. Got up to 53 degrees for the high, the overnight low, 37, and not much difference the way the temperature's been going. Sunrise and sunset for you for tomorrow. Around the tri-state region at 11 o'clock, cloudy and 51 at Central Park. Southwesterly winds at 9, steady barometer, 59% the relative humidity. Temperatures to the north, mid to upper 40s here in town and along the coast, in the low 50s to upper 40s, so it's pretty mild out there. Satellite shows you we've got a lot of cloudiness out there, and it is just going to get thicker and denser and wetter as the next 24 hours roll along. What we've got is a cold front that's going to be pushing through. Ahead of it, we've got a southwesterly flow. That's why it's pretty mild tonight, but as that front moves through tonight, then look for those winds to start to shift out of the northwest. We look for a mess of rain to come on in here later tonight, and that rain will continue off and on, and north and west, we look for maybe even some freezing rain and sleet to mix in as the winds do come out of the northwest. So for tonight, temperatures mid to lower 30s north and west, upper 30s, low 40s with rain beginning before dawn. In the morning, the rain will continue, temperatures rising up upper 30s to the mid 40s, and then during the day, temperatures will slowly begin to fall, and as they do, north and west, there could be a little freezing rain and sleet mixed in late tomorrow afternoon on into tomorrow night. Travel weather, well, it's going to be a real mess, stretching from New England, Boston, 42 showers tomorrow, 59 and showers in Washington, D.C., thunderstorms in New Orleans, they'll have 65, and showers up in Seattle, 48 degrees. As far as the extended outlook is concerned, you'll see temperatures start to take a bit of a tumble as we head on into the weekend, and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, rain along the coast, a mix of rain and snow north and west, high Saturday 40, Sunday 36, Monday and Tuesday fair, Monday's high 38, Tuesday fair, and 43 degrees. So looks like our weather is shaping up to be not too nice. Chuck and Sue?
All right, thanks, Al.
Finally tonight, here's the dilemma. You're a new mother, you want to stay in shape, but there's no place to leave the baby. What do you do?
1, 2, 3, 6, 7.
You make the baby part of the workout. What else? These moms in motion are part of a mommy aerobics program in Virginia. The mothers say the extra weight of the babies help them flatten those tummies faster. And of course, it's a perfect time for some of the little ones to catch a nap or take a break.
You seem to be enjoying it,
Yes.
most of them. That's the news for this evening. Thanks for joining us.
I call the line.
We call the line.
I call the line.
The intro phone, the originator of voice personal ads since 1987. Call 1-900-999-5100. Thousands of men and women call every day. It's easy to find that special someone with the intro phone. So why be alone? Pick up the phone and dial 1-900-999-5100. Only 95 cents a minute, $1.90 the first minute. Call now.
It's America's new one-on-one talk line. 1-900-535-1-on-1. Great times, great fun, great people, and it's one-on-one. Get in on tonight's action. 1-900-535-1-on-1. $2 the first minute, then 99 cents a minute. 1-900-535-1-on-1. Call now.
This is Geraldine Fitzgerald. Finding the right nursing home for an elderly loved one is one of the most difficult and agonizing problems families face. There is, however, a private non-profit organization that you can turn to. Friends and relatives of institutionalized aged, FRIA, can help you find the nursing home that meets your loved one's needs. Call FRIA's counselors for assistance and ask them about their new consumer's guide to nursing home care.
Jenny? Jenny? What you doing up there?
Mommy, I found this neat toy. Can I...
It happens to a child like Jenny every day. She finds a handgun, plays with it, and then she's dead. Help prevent these tragedies. If you have a handgun, please never store it loaded. Always keep it under lock and key. And write for this free booklet to the Center to Prevent Handgun Violence, Washington, D.C., 20005.
This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
I'm Jane Hansen. Join me tomorrow for News 4's Morning Edition at 5:30 and 6:30 a.m., New York's first newscast.
Don't be alone. Call the Love Line. Dial 1-900-909-2424.
You'll be connected with up to 8 friendly people who want to meet you.
Don't be shy. Call now and listen in.
Thousands of satisfied singles have already discovered the Love Line.
Call the Love Line now. Dial 1-900-909-2424. $2 the first minute, 45 cents each additional. Adults only, please.
America's highways have become a battle zone.
Isn't it time we stop the killing? Please, don't drink or use drugs when you drive.
Come on along, I'll take you to the lullaby of Broadway. The hickory and ballyhoo.
The lullaby of Broadway
And in the center of it all
is the Milford Plaza.
Stay at the Milford Plaza Hotel with cocktail dinner and breakfast for $49.50 per person. Discover why we are the lullaby of Broadway.
The Milford Plaza is the lullaby of all Broadway.
What makes a man sexy? Next Donahue.